Hey, Skylar! Skylar! What are you doing? Yeah, you got a big bucket of water that's heavy and dangerous. Why don't you dump it? Okay, good talk. All right, now it's our turn. Watch me. Here we go.
Mac, keep a lookout.
Hey!
Safe! Come help me.
You get over here right now. Oh, it's good to see you alive. Helen! Where have you been?
Feast your eyes.
Oh, feasting. Here we go. Hope it's food. Fire!
Mac, look out!
Helen! The gunner! Hey! No!
Find me another weapon? You're not gonna ruin my plans for dry land, Gilneck. Mutated freak! I need a weapon. Somebody to find me a weapon!
How about this?
Let's go! Mariner.
Aí eles líder.
I'll get you! Mariner! Ah!
All right, open the gates. I knew I should have stayed on silent. Mariner, hurry! That still takes gonna blow. Hang on!
And so the deacon's threat is ended. The ever-flowing river. Come with us now to a time before now. When the river flowed through a newborn earth. Giants walked the river. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Wise creatures never to Ahead in Stegosaur Springs, our journey continues. Heavy armor ensuring healthy growth and balance in our ecosystem. Next up in our field is Hadrosaur vicious carnivores in the compound to our left. Here in Hadrosaur we find the carnivores. These are normal.
evacs training records do not instill me with the utmost confidence.
Just stick to your script, lady. I really hope we survive this thing.
What's up, me, TT, still?
I think you mean...
Old blue.
Talking dinosaur.
Anybody have any questions about Blue? The Velociraptor. What's it?
Okay, we're going on to Despicable Me now. I'm getting tired.
Please tell my lab assistant. We have minion goggles for every ocular variety. Enjoy your minion goggles. Your minions? Okay, got all that good. Do what I say. Heed my words.
Shoot this now. We're losing the line.
Hi everyone, my name's Julia and I'm an animal trainer here at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Julia Dazzo!
Hi everyone! Thank you! Welcome to Universal's Animal Actors Show. My name is Julia and this is my friend Cooper. Cooper and I both work for a company that's been training animals for film and television for over 40 years. Something you might not realize is many of your favorite animal stars were rescued, and just like Cooper, they got their start right here on this stage in front of a live audience. Later in the show, we're going to reveal to you just what Cooper and his friends had to learn to get their big break. But until then, little buddy, you're all done. Off you go! We're going to show you what some of our Sparky has been trained to fly from person to person. To demonstrate that, I need help from an adult volunteer. Has to be an adult, ideally in one of these two middle sections. The lady with the hat on, you got glasses, a gray shirt. Can you stand up for me? Perfect. You can stay right there where you are, and please take out a $1 bill. Now, the reason I asked her for that $1 is because Sparky doesn't know her, and he might not want to fly to someone he's never met. As you'll see in Evan Almighty, we train our birds to recognize and fly to common objects. It could be anything, but here at the show, we use a $1. Perfect. Can you fold that in half for me? And then in half one more time. I'll have you place it between two fingers with your arms straight out to the side. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Sparky's going to see that and know exactly where to fly. Wow, thank you. Enjoy the show. Anyone on this side with a 20? Don't worry, I'm totally kidding. I'll get this back to you. I'll have you stand back up for me. We are going to make it a little easier on him, though, this time. I'll have you put both arms out. Perfect. Now you flap real hard for that on here and get it. Just the one arm out. Palm up like a little landing pad. Perfect. Sparky, she's been a good sport. Go ahead and take it and put it right back where you found it. Grab it quickly. Excellent job from Sparky. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Lady Hawk. Matthew Broderick catches that hawk with precision and grace in a spectacular feat of flight. We're going to recreate a little bit of movie magic. If you focus your attention to the closed box at the top corner of our arena, we're going to play down a star from 310 to Yuma. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Arrow. Woo! Excellent flight from Arrow. Wow, joke. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Jasmine and Arrow. Arrow is a captive-bred African auger buzzard, part of the raptor family. Say hello to Iris and Olympus. Eurasian evil owls. Thanks for bringing them out. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you all to an animal friend here at Universal. Everyone meet Sweet Pea. Something even better, we're going to show you our own version of that high-flying scene with our stunt bird, Baby, a blue and gold macaw. Baby's trainer is going to fly her into a strong current of wind. Once in flight, take a look at the screen in the center of the stage, and you'll see how it comes together in the movies. Behaviors. Our dogs also need to be able to recognize hand cues and verbal cues. So I'm going to show you some of them right here with Clover. Are you ready, little lady? Can you give me that paw? Good, give me that. Yeah, hand down. You're so cute. Good, stay. Good girl. On your feet. Good. Lie down. Down. Good. Soft. Head down. Good. Straighten up. On your feet. On your feet. Good. Stay. Good. Come here. Let's show them your new one. You sit. Lie down. Good. Side. Side. You can do it. Stay. Go on your back. Good cover. Stay. All right. Nicely done, Clover. Good girl. Thank you. Now something more advanced than this, though, is what we call the work way, but to demonstrate that, I do need help from a young lady. Any young ladies out there not afraid of animals? The young lady in the tank top in the aisle right there. Yeah, come on over. Hi, come on up. I'm glad. Hi, what's your name?
Emma.
Emma, and where are you from?
I'm from Brentwood, and San Francisco.
San Fran, cool, welcome to Hollywood. Come on over here, you're gonna have a seat right there in that chair for me. Perfect, you can just sit back and relax. I'm gonna get your co-star all set up. A really important tool that we use on movie sets is what we call a mark. It's just a simple black circle, but I can place it anywhere on the set, and Clover knows where I want her in her scene. Are you ready to show him, baby girl? Go on, go mark. Perfect, good girl, Clover. Once they're on that mark, the way I can make it look like Clover is interacting with her co-star is I'm gonna take some of her favorite doggy treats. I'm gonna place them right here in front of our actress. Then I'm gonna move behind Clover off camera, and I'm gonna give her some verbal cues. So let's see how she does. Good, watch it. Good, Clover. Clover, on your feet. On your feet. Clover, on your feet. Okay, we'll come back down. Lie down. Lie down. There you go. Side. Oh, God, good. Side. Side. So dramatic. Good. Straighten up. On your feet. Good. Sit. Sit up. Oh. All right, and folks, that is Clover and the workaway. Good girl, little Clover. Nicely done, little lady. All right, Clover, come on over here. Come on, Clover. Come on. Don't be a stage hog. Okay, sweetie, come on over here with me. I've got some goodies for you for helping us out. We have a Mamma Mia Here We Go Again t-shirt for you. We also have a Universal Express pass, and you're a trainer for the day. Thank you. How about a round of applause for our actress? Come on over here. You're going to have a seat right there in that chair for me. Perfect. Now that we have an actor, we need an animal co-star from the TV show Superior Donuts. This is Mugsy. I'm Mugsy Bugsy. Okay, so this is simple. Backstage, we have a huge pile of clothes, anything you can think of. We have hats, shirts, shoes, socks, hats, anything. What I need you to do is think of 2 pieces of clothing. When you have them in your head, just stay there and tell Mugsy, and he's gonna bring them out for us. You got 2 pieces of clothing in your head? Okay, perfect. You can stay there and tell Mugsy. Yeah, you can tell him. All right, Mugsy, you heard the man. Go on back there. Okay, now folks, I know what you're thinking, but this is not a trick. This is a trained behavior. He runs backstage, digs through this huge pile of clothing, taking direction right from our actor. Okay, so he brought you a hat. Did you ask for a hat, yes or no?
No.
No? Well, that's okay. Good thing you're cute. And we asked for 2. Go on back there. You know what, 50% is really not bad for a dog, because I can tell you he never, ever misses that second one. He's back there, he's focused, he's tuned in, he's gonna bring out exactly what our actor told him to. All right, no. Mugsy, where'd you get this? Well, looks like Mugsy got into the wrong dressing room, but you did a good job standing up for me. Will you tell your Hollywood fans? Big wave. Nice, how about a bow? Perfect, now sit. And here's a treat. Hey, nice catch. Don't eat that. You're doing a good job. Can I keep you around for one more scene? Okay, take a walk with me. Oftentimes on movie sets, the directors want our dogs to do things they've never done before, like go over, around, or through things they've never seen. It's our job as their animal trainers to help them through it, and we're going to show you how it's done with 2 of our favorite animal stars. Help me welcome out Blue and Billy. When our dogs go on audition, we love to give them encouragement, so we need your help. Everyone on this half of the arena, you are on Team Blue. She's that husky. You might recognize her from A Dog's Purpose. When I say lights, camera, action, I need you to scream and cheer her on as loud as you can. Let's try it. Lights, camera, action! That was pretty good. Let's see if you can do even better. Everyone on this half of the arena, you are on Team Billy. You'd recognize him. He was Roscoe in Bad Moms. You know what to do. Lights, camera, action! That's what I'm talking about. Now let's explain our scene. The director wants the dogs one by one to start by jumping over our human hurdle. Weave in and out of these poles, shoot through that tunnel, jump back over our actor, and finish off by ringing the bell. We can only have one audition at a time. Team Blue, you're up first. Lights, camera, action! That was pretty good, Team Blue! Nicely done. You can go relax in your trailer. Okay, Billy's up next. He's a high flyer. Let's see. Lights, camera, action! Okay, it's really hot out. That's gonna dry. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for your help, though. So we are gonna give you a Universal Express pass. We're also gonna give you a skyscraper water bottle, and you're a trainer for the day. Thank you so much for your help. Have a round of applause for our actor. Oh, a treat. Oh. Okay. Oh. We got a serious situation. Let everyone go. Wait. Let's just run a CAT scan. No. That's literally a cat. Billy! Back here. Let me know if you find him. volunteer green room. About that, the director. How do you change that? Billy, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm so sorry about this, folks. Please don't worry. Everything's under control back there. We got all these. What happened? Wait, no. It doesn't even work here.
The cast of Universal's Animal Actors.
Have a big round of applause for all of our animal actors and their trainers. On your way out, come on down and meet our stars. We hope you have a great rest of your night here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. Good night, everybody.
As you make your way.
Not to ride this attraction. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy your visit to Krusty Land.
You are the champions. You are the champions. Very funny. I'm still the producer.
Cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it is safe for me to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, stay seated, keeping your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to use that cord above your head if you need assistance. Loud noises, fire effects, sudden tram movements, and plenty of water inside. Stage 41, until very recently, was the home of the Mindy Project, which is a Hulu original produced by us here at Universal Television that starred Mindy Kaling, Ike Barinholtz, and Chris Messina. So they just finished up their show right there at that stage. Next to them, on our right, is Soundstage 42, where we currently filmed an NBC comedy called Good Girls that stars Mae Whitman from Parenthood, Christina Hendricks from Mad Men, and Retta from Parks and Recreation. And now to our right, we have Soundstages 43 and 44, and these are two of my absolute favorites. Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighbor. What's got mugged over there? That old woman. Tough day. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, it's cool guys. I was just, just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal line.
Over to that direction. Now, Jimmy Fallon, of course, he's not the only big star that comes here to New York Street. Mindy Kaling spent a lot of time out here for the Mindy Project. We've also had Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone here for The Amazing Spider-Man, Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox in Transformers, and we also had some really sweet athletes for NBC's TV show American Ninja. But whether it's the New York here in Southern California or on the East Coast, the Big Apple has had lots and lots of movie villains over the years.
I like things
creatures from, you know, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skyline. It was great to have people on the ride. Now we have created this 3D immersive experience. We're going to have to have your glasses.
There are just too many cool cars. They're so awesome. They look even better in real life. Hey, I'm sure you all noticed the gyrosphere there from Jurassic World. Hey, you know, there's a brand new Jurassic World movie out. It's called Jurassic World. You may not recognize the celebrity in this cameo appearance from Jurassic World on your screens right now. That right there, it's Jimmy Buffett, the cheeseburger in paradise himself. Double-fisting margaritas that he got at Margaritaville, his own restaurant. How about that for product placement? Now, we have a Margaritaville up on City Block. You can check it out later if you like. But for now, enjoy Jurassic Park. There's so much to see here, especially those dinosaurs. They're waiting up for us here in these cages with... I don't mean to alarm you, but the cages are empty. Everybody, I don't know where the dinosaurs have gone.
That's bad.
If you may have noticed, there's a sign above us right now that reads Fiesta de la Lluvia. And wouldn't you know it, that means Festival of Rain, and it's just started to thunder and lightning over the place. I checked the forecast this morning. I am sure there was no thunder and lightning on there. It was just awful mugginess. But now, if you... Well, it can't be, is it? Look at that. It's raining! It is raining over there! From that side of the tram. But not over there. Or there. Or there. Unlike anywhere else except for like right over this tram. It's pretty convenient, isn't it? Yeah, it's because we're making the rainstorm happen right this second. And I will show you how we do it. As you stay in your seats, look up to your left-hand side. You can see the advanced technology we use to simulate rainstorms. We call it sprinklers. Yeah, very advanced. Okay, so not exactly, but it's reliable. We've made rainstorms like this for decades in movies, so it's like you all are in a film right now. And here's your first plot twist. It's not just a rainstorm, it's actually a flash flood. Oh, how I wish you all could have seen the looks on your faces when that flood started coming down towards you. Although, you know what? Maybe there's a way that you can.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid! Yeah, plus you got that.
There. That's it. That's the face. It's classic Paul Giamatti and a classic you! But luckily you didn't act out the rest of the scene from Big Fat Liar because you all listened to my instructions and stayed seated. There's a reason for the rules, people. They exist. Now, we have just crossed the border away from old Mexico into this part of our lot called 6 Points, Texas. And look to your left-hand side. You're going to want to get some pictures of this, folks, seriously. Because 6 Points, Texas, for the last, month or so, there's been a huge feature film production that's been shooting out here. And it's what you can see over here. So all of this, stuff, we got these wild walls up, got genie lifts, we got cranes. This is not usually here. So it is super cool for us to get to look at it like a set really in the middle of production. Now, I would tell you what the film is, and who's in it, and who directed it. I am actually not allowed to do that. It's such a high-profile thing that we're under non-disclosure agreements with the studio that's making it. It's pretty crazy stuff. So, that's little details. But the great thing about Stage 50 is that there is a floor above us that's suitable for filming. It's the only stage like that on the lot. So we can film a scene from down here, bring the camera up to the second floor, which is made to look like the street level of San Francisco. It's pretty... Sorry, everyone. Little tremor. This is California. We get those things all the time. It's the gas truck on fire. Well, hey, this is pretty cool. If you all look to your left-hand side, we can now see the sun. Oh my God! Can you all believe there was just an earthquake on the studio tour? Yeah, neither can I. No, it's totally fake. Look around you. Everything is perfectly intact. Earthquakes don't work like that. That's not physics. But that felt really real, didn't it? I know, it kind of got you. That first tremor at the beginning. And it looked really real, too. It especially looks marvelous on camera, like in this scene from Fox's Bones. By a great white shark called Jaws over there. But you don't have to worry about him now, because if you look to your right-hand side, you can see the shark has been caught. It's hanging up there on the dock, so we are going to be safe and sound. Except for maybe that thing over there. Over there on the right, really quickly. You see that giant dorsal fin popping out of the water? I think they caught the wrong shark. That's not good. And he's heading straight for that diver out there on the water. Buddy, you got the wrong shark. Oh, no. Well, that was unnecessarily gory. Rather sad. But it's going to be okay. Everybody, please stay in your seats as we come across the dock. And look out to the right. Do you see that yellow barrel on the edge of the pier? There is some shark bait, ooh-ha-ha, attached to the end of it. So as long as the shark takes the shark bait, ooh-ha-ha, and everything going according to plan. And look at that, the shark just took the bait. I do not think the fire was part of the plan. Say, has anybody seen that shark?
Like a foot of fire. That was cool.
Good news, I found the shark. Did you all see him? He popped up and scared you? Yeah, that's my friend Bruce the shark over there. He's just about to start doing the backstroke. He is the only shark who has ever evolved that capability. He's a very advanced little guy. Now, if you recognize the name Bruce the shark, you may have seen Pixar's Finding Nemo. They named their shark after our shark, and we named our shark after Steven Spielberg's attorney. Must have been a great lawyer, that's all I'm saying. Now, speaking of Spielberg, let's listen to him talk. With Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds, seen since then in lots of other movies, like the ones on your screen right now. And now, as we make our way through this row of shrubbery here on our left-hand side, we are bringing you to one of the fan-favorite locations here on the studio lot. This street is formerly known as Colonial Street. It's its official name here on the lot, but you probably know it best as Wisteria Lane. It's the home of ABC's Desperate Housewives.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good name.
They're what we call facades. So if you didn't study French in high school, or you slept through it, facade means a false front. So in movies, we mean just the fronts and the sides of buildings. These houses, they don't have interiors. It's just a lot of wood that holds everything up. When we film interiors, it's all on the front lot inside of those sound stages where we build those insides, while we film the outside stuff over here. So it's really easy for us to just slap some new siding up on the walls and give it an entirely new look. And as we make our way out of Wisteria Lane, look around you, you'll notice that the greenery has suddenly gotten much thicker, and you'll wonder, Universal Studios, do you pay your landscapers? I don't know the answer to that. I don't deal with that. I'm just a tour guide. But I do know that we do overgrow this part of our lot intentionally, so it looks like it's somewhere out in the wilderness, which is why we call this road Wilderness Road. Super creative, that's what we are. And eventually on your right-hand side, these are some of the exterior sets from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It was directed by Ron Howard, who you just heard from. It starred Jim Carrey as the big, mean, and green Mr. Grinch.
You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
I feel really bad for those Who's because the Grinch ain't the only bad banana they have to put up with here on the studio lot. They're neighbors with a real psycho. His name is Norman Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And yes, folks, this here on our right-hand side is the Bates Motel. This particular set was used in Psycho too, but you know, it looks a lot like the one from the original. And here's what it looked like on the film on your screens right now. Psycho, of course, is one of the most important films that's ever been made. It's iconic. Just about everybody knows about it, even if you haven't seen it. You know key things like the shower, the knife, the screaming, the score. But there's one thing you may not know about Psycho, is that even though it was made in 1960, it's the first film to ever feature a flushing toilet on screen. So next time you see a flushing toilet in a movie, thank Hitchcock House from the 1960 film. It's one of the oldest sets around in all of Hollywood today. Here, nearly 60 years after the release of that film. But now we're going to trade in our psycho humans for a couple of psycho aliens. Everybody, this is the airplane crash set from Steven Spielberg's film War of the Worlds, which starred Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning and Justin Chatwin, and had all of this ludicrously cool production design with a guy from who has as many Oscars as he has first names, Rick Carter.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep pressing me. We're approximately 10 minutes from the end of the studio tour. We'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Remember to pull the emergency cord if you need assistance and remain seated at all times. Great, that was fun. All right, so we saw one plane crash just there. That was super cool, but you know what would be even more dope? As if there was another plane crash right here at Universal Studios. Could that be? No, there's no way. Yeah, way, there is a way, because we did it for the movie Sully, starring Tom Hanks.
Evacuate.
You know, it seems like I might be kind of nuts here because there's no water around us, right? There's like no big lakes or plains or anything. There's just the cabin from the Great Outdoors over there on the right side. By the way, that's the cabin from the Great Outdoors, it really is. But also, there's a part of our lot called Falls Lake. It's just behind the cabin. Look to your right-hand side. You see that giant blue thing over there? That is one of the largest freestanding backdrops in all of Hollywood. It is part of Falls Lake. Now, the other part is there is a giant reservoir in front of that blue screen. Here's how it works. Falls Lake is made specifically for scenes that want to look like they're out on a big body of water somewhere, but that's really dangerous, so we'll shoot it here instead. We fill that reservoir up with water. We have the actors go out in there with some real set pieces of props, but that background is all just that weird bright blue. The key is when we go into the edit, we can completely edit that blue color out of the final production and replace it with a realistic looking skyline like the one you're seeing on your screen from Sully. It's completely computer generated, but it looks totally realistic. And you see this kind of stuff all the time in movies nowadays. But we have been on this tour for a long time, y'all. We've learned a lot about movies. I think it's time to put you all in front of the camera. Do you all want to be in a movie? Yes, you do. That makes me so happy. All right, so we're going to go film one right now. Y'all stay seated, hold on to your stuff. You know the drill as we come into our soundstage. Here's what you need to know. There's someone on this tram who was a witness to a crime committed by that guy, Owen Shaw. So his whole crime scene...
All right, look, guys. We're going to keep Shaw from finding you. But to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here. So put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash, one...
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
God, I'm so proud of you. You know, we started at the beginning of this tour and you knew nothing about film. It's the end of our tour. It's it. It's over. But before we go take a look to your right-hand side and get that panorama view of the San Fernando Valley, because it's pretty sweet looking. Now, let's give our driver, James, a big round of applause. Thank you, James. Once again, folks, my name is Jake. I hope you had a great time here on the studio tour tonight. I know I sure did. This was a fun one. And if you want to keep getting the most out of your day here at Universal Studios Hollywood, go ahead and download the official Universal Studios